Hello, everybody. The DUI guy is back. Let's wait for people to start pouring in here. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Only by a few minutes. Let's see. Where is my channel? Here we go. Trying to get the live chat going so I can see. Say hi, Beatty. Hi, Beatty. Everybody having a good Saturday? Hey, Megan. Nice, you were the first one here. Hi, Real Jingy. Hey, Jalen. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate it. Yeah, we have Beatty with us today. I'm going to be playing the Doggo card. How's everybody doing today? I'm wondering if I should have like background music in these live streams, but I don't think I'm there yet. Yeah, she's going to be joining us for the stream today. How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good weekend? She's the cutest. We share the same birthday. Isn't that crazy? Same day, same month, different year. I got that shirt in Bora Bora when I was in French Polynesia on the island. I think it even says somewhere on the flap, it says Moana. Moana means ocean in Tahitian. Thank you, thank you. It's my birthday on Tuesday, Cinco de Drinko, Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Drinko, Cinco de Mayo. We both share the same birthday. Isn't that crazy? That's amazing, isn't it? Never in my life. Taco Tuesday, yeah. Cinco de Mayo falls on Taco Tuesday of all days. Quarantine day. My dog's name is Beady because of her beady eyes and because my mom and my grandma make jewelry and they like beads. So we called her Beady. Isn't she so cute? Sorry, I love animals. I can't stop petting her. Hawaiian shirt hype. Ayo. That's right, Big Vegas. Hello from Virginia. Thank you, Maggie. Rob N says, Quiero DUI guy videos. Well, there's some on the channel. You can go find them. I'll be premiering some more new ones very soon here. Prontamente. So I don't know if we hit the mark yet, folks, but let's see. I was at 24,998 subscribers when I opened this. Let's check the YouTube studio. 25,000 on the dot on stream. Heyo. That's pretty freaking cool, not gonna lie. I did not expect to hit it on stream. I thought I would get it before, but looks like I'm hitting it right on stream. So that's pretty amazing. Did not expect that to happen. Hello, Drew. Smash that like button. Don't forget to like this video for the Doggo. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You know the drill. 25K, isn't that is nuts. That is nuts. Yeah, our birthday's on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Drinko, and we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna get tacos and burritos, and we're gonna have a party, aren't we, Beatty? We're gonna have a party. 25,000 subs, and I think by Tuesday, by my birthday, we should reach 7 million views on the channel. So super stoked about that too. Can't wait to go back out and create more content for you all. Right now I'm still pumping all the stuff I still have from since the quarantine. I haven't been to court, physically in court, since March 12th is when, well, I didn't go on, well, March 13th. The last time we were in court was March 13th. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Dennis. The last time we were in court was March 3rd. Last time I was in court was like the week before that. But the last time we were in court was March 13th. Nearly 2 months. It's going to be 2 months next week. 2 freaking months. That's insane. 2 months of no court. That's just unbelievable. Thank you, Beetle. She likes to attack the mouth. She likes to go after the, I don't know. I think my mouth smells like food, so she's like, ooh, give me some of that, right? Mwah. She's so sweet. See, always going for the lips. Verbal device script. I have not, real Jingy. And no, I don't work in Ohio yet, but I will eventually. So yeah, birthday Tuesday. We're doing a birthday stream. We're gonna go back to talking about law stuff pretty soon here. I don't want to exhaust it too much during this quarantine. I'm just having fun with you guys. Well, we can talk about law stuff. It's not going anywhere. It's not like it's gonna expire or we're gonna run out of things to talk about. Oh, look at her. She's tired. We're gonna run out of things to talk about eventually, but I'm sure that's nowhere near in the near future. Please don't do that, Hennessy. That's very uncalled for. I know I'm a criminal defense attorney, but even I draw lines. Even I draw lines. Thank you, James. Really appreciate that. So yeah, how do you guys have been liking the meme content? That's now I know you are, but still, you know, even saying stuff like that without meaning it, Hennessy, it sends the wrong message. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here for. What do you guys think of the memes? You guys like the memes? I'm gonna keep them coming. Finding some good ones. I'm gonna try, and when things go back to normal, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, probably, to find. Well, not to find. Finding them, I guess, would. I just won't have as much time to do that. But um, getting those memes out, I just need to remember to post. I'll have to put it like on my schedule or something, because now I have the time and I remember. Thank you, Ralph. Yeah, I remember the to post and whatnot. But soon, eventually, when we get very busy, I simply, it may escape my memory to remember to post, and I don't want to leave you guys. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I know you guys like the memes. There's been wars over these memes. I mean, some of them even reached like 1,000 likes. I think a couple of them. One of them is actually close. One of them is still climbing. I think it was like at 917, 920, the last time I checked. I don't know. I think I get the more subscribers I get, the more the memes, the more reactions they can get, I guess, and especially if you guys like them and they're good. But yeah, we're gonna keep pumping out content. I really miss the courtroom. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I miss the courtroom. I miss being able to make an argument to a judge. I miss being in a courtroom, with all my law friends. I miss my associates. I can't wait to really get back into the full swing of things. And it looks like that's where we're headed, with the quarantine slowly. What about you guys? Is the quarantine being lifted in your state, in your country, wherever you are? Here in Kentucky, a 3-step plan was released, and the quarantine is going to be gradually lifted, it seems like. Thank you, Robert. The quarantine is slowly going to be lifted gradually. May 11th, people are going to start going back to work in Kentucky. May 24th, I think, is the next step, is like stage 2. More places are going to reopen in like 75% capacity. And then by like June something, or May 24th, actually, is the third one. May 24th. I don't know. I'm getting my states confused. I know Indiana is like planning to fully reopen by 4th of July. Stuff like that. How am I going? Fanfi Crocs, Australia. Australia in the house, mate. Crikey. That's incredible. Am I disliked by cops, or are they cool? Most of them are cool, Hennessy. Most of them are cool. The ones that are assholes, I don't worry about. 8 days left until quarantine lift. Yep. May 10th, May 11th. Next Monday, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's next Monday, May 11th. It will be mandatory to wear masks. Yeah, same here in Kentucky. California's probably been crazy, I'm sure, Michael. I am sure. It's been very, very unusual times for everybody. I think, honestly, that things will never be the same. I mean, I thought maybe the quarantine will be over. We'll kind of go back to business as usual, but it seems with all these extra restrictions that the government is placing on our ability to go out, I mean, I expect a lot of changes. Especially right now, the Kentucky Supreme Court has instituted a protocol, essentially a team. They created a team, and the team is going to be deciding as to how we're going to gradually start opening the courtrooms up for people. So that's going to be interesting to watch as it unfolds over the next. I don't even know. I mean, they're doing it over the next 30 days. And then June 1st. So June 1st, courts are supposed to reopen in Kentucky. I don't know if it's going to get pushed back or not, the physical presence. But I think the teams that have been created, there's a few judges. There's quite a few judges, somewhere between 20 and 30, I believe. I didn't count. that are going to be releasing protocols to follow as to how we're going to be getting back into the courtroom scene. So that's going to be interesting. And lots of different things are going to be different for a long time to come. Thanks, Harry. I have a DUI in Ohio, says username currently not available. I'm paying on to get license reinstated. DMV is closed. I don't know. I don't know what Ohio's doing. Here in Kentucky, you can't get a license. I mean, that's pretty much it. My recommendation, if you can get a court order allowing you to drive, if you're able to get back on the road, if your license is valid, I mean, what's the charge? Driving without a license? It shouldn't be that big a deal. If you have an ignition interlock device installed, you have a bigger problem. If you're driving around with a suspended license, obviously don't do that because you'll still be charged with a suspended license. But if you can get your license reinstated, you just can't physically get your hands on it. I mean, I can't tell you to drive without a license, but what is the charge? The charge is driving without a license on your person if you have a valid license. So usually when I present that to the prosecutor, a lawyer can get that charge dismissed, so at most it'll cost you a lawyer fee. Maybe the prosecutor will work with you directly. Who knows? At least in Arizona, I don't remember. Do we have any moderators here? I don't think we have any moderators. I think this is pretty calm chat today, so maybe I won't need them. But I don't see any moderators. Is Kim here? Liberty Cause? Anybody? Earth to moderators. Yeah, Harry, she loves to lick things. She loves to lick my fingers. She loves to lick my face. She's a crazy, crazy dog. What's my general strategy in a DUI case? Come on, be more specific. I'm not going into a rant on that. Law is awesome. We talked about my cars. Look at previous streams. I already talked about where I'm from. Come on, give me something new. Give me some new questions if you guys are going to be asking me about my personal life. But yeah, quarantine is slowly being lifted, so I'm very excited about that. People are finally coming out and about. The law practice. I mean, geez, phone calls are starting to pour in slowly but surely. I'm very excited about that. Very. Don't forget to like this video, everybody. Comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When am I going to put up more videos? In time, Crim Ranger. I have been typically releasing them at least on Thursdays at 11:30. 11:30 on Thursdays has been my prime time. That's what I've found to be the most effective. I did release a couple videos on Friday, yesterday, and now I'm streaming today. So the next one will probably be like maybe Monday or Tuesday or Thursday at the latest next week. So like May 7th. I'm just trying to hold on to as much content as I can because the problem is, my problem right now is I'm running out of videos. I mean, I have more videos, but some of them I can't release. Like I said, I'm not releasing a lot of stuff because I want to not release my entire strategy to the prosecutors. So I'm releasing mostly cross-examination. Cross-examinations of police officers seem to be the ones that are drawing the crowds anyway. So I don't see a reason why not to release that content specifically. But I have a lot of content of pending cases I just can't release yet, and it is phenomenal. I mean, some phenomenal stuff. You guys are just going to eat it up, I'm telling you. But I can't release it until the court case is over, so that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but you'll get it. You'll get it eventually. Don't worry. Don't you worry. I've seen a video of a guy who got a 126, I'm guessing miles an hour in a 60 zone ticket. He paid a lawyer, got it down to 11 miles per hour. How does that work? Lawyer magic. That's what we get paid to do. Kryptonic HD. That's why we get the big bucks. Oh, this was a good question. Will they extend the real ID thing? They already did. Sick of stupid people. They already did. The real ID, if some of you are not familiar, if you were going to fly through TSA, go through TSA and fly, they were going to require... Somebody fell asleep on me, I think. Are you guys paying attention? I think she fell asleep on me. Oh, crap. I was like, let's keep our voices down. She thought I was eating something. Every time I bring my hand to my mouth, she's like paying attention. Like, maybe he's eating food. Maybe he'll like it. She'll probably sniff it. No? Okay. Anyway, the real ID, yeah, so they extended it, I think, till next October of 2021. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's been extended definitely to next year. I just don't remember exactly when, either April or October. So you have plenty of time to get that new real ID. The original date for the real ID was October 2020, and that's definitely been extended 100%. I just don't remember exactly how long. And I've been a lawyer for 6.5 years now. What do I do if I have spare time? I watch chess videos or play chess. My favorite pastime. Random commentator, if you have a question about your own personal case, email me and then I can send you to a right lawyer in your state, or if it's in Kentucky, then I can help you. Please don't ask it on stream because I want to make the questions more general. Otherwise, I think it'll just make more sense to ask and answer questions that pertain to the crowd rather than individuals. What made me want to be a lawyer? Man, I get that question a lot. I love helping people. I love getting. I love people seeing people happy after they come to you. They say, "Look, I have a problem," and then you solve it. I've been like that my entire life. Ever since I was a kid, people would come to me like, "Look, I have this problem." I was always the voice of reason. I don't see myself as that. I don't know why they would come to me, but they did, and I would always consult them and give them advice. So that kind of transferred very nicely into my real full-time career, is to solving people's problems on a day-to-day. Do most cops exaggerate on their police reports, Vicky Viking? All of them do. All police officers exaggerate on their police reports. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on the questions. Yeah, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you haven't already to get those videos in your inbox. What is my opinion on states reopening it? It needs to happen. Do I get dismissals on training? I don't understand what that means. I look into the officer's training. Do I get dismissals? Usually not, unless they really screwed something up, like the officer didn't get a recertification on the calibration of his retraining on the calibration of the machine, didn't relearn it, didn't take the course, so he's not certified to operate the breathalyzer. We'll get a dismissal that way. The dog's name is Beatty. The dog's name is Beatty. The real ID would be mandatory Hennessy. The real ID. Hey, Jamal. What do I think about states reopening so early into the pandemic? I don't think it's early. I think it should have been happening earlier. Once everybody realized that, look, this thing is dangerous, this thing can kill us, protocols should have been put into place, and the country should have been moving towards reopening faster. But it's just one man's opinion. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Do I say it depends a lot like other lawyers? I love that word. I love that phrase, I guess, rather. When anybody asks a question, well, it depends. And then you either elaborate or you don't, depending on your mood that day, I guess. I am not a family lawyer, Robert. I don't do family law cases. But I do have a network, and I can send you to a family law attorney here in town. Hello, Alistar, New Zealand. Dog needs to be excused from the witness stand. She's out. You got that right. So, what about you guys? Well, how's your quarantine going? All you essential slash non-essential workers, have you been successful in drawing unemployment, or the ones who are still working? How are you guys? How are you guys holding up? It's been dangerous out there. It's been a dangerous world for the essential workers. The non-essential workers, we've been on unemployment. If you were successful or lucky, I mean, some states I've heard had unemployment success rates as little as 15%. 15% of applications submitted were processed. That's Florida, by the way. Crazy, crazy stuff. Um, I mean, my goodness. I vowed to never have to rely on the government for anything. That's why I opened my own business and I work for myself. But now, when it's inevitable and you have to, I mean, I've learned the hard way, firsthand, what it's like to rely on the government. I mean, I've heard from my clients what that's like, but now I have to deal with it myself. So, not good. Not good. Thank you. Thank you. Employers were given 1,000 per employee if they had employees on payroll, up to 10,000 grant, and then above that was a loan. But for a small business, that's nothing. That's pennies. Because our overhead is extraordinary. You're right, Real Jingy. I usually don't have her on stream. So I don't have like a setup. I have to hold her, and it's actually cramping up my right side, and I have to shift now because I've been really like getting cramped up. Sorry, Beatkin. I don't have anything to put her in, and the camera is slanted upwards, so we're not gonna be able to put her anywhere where she's gonna be able to lay and sleep, unfortunately. But I'll probably release her pretty soon here. I don't know, she seems pretty comfortable, so I've been just been kind of holding her. Isn't she so cute? I mean, look at this dog. She's licking my hand. Like, that's what she does. That's how she shows her affection. She will just simply start licking you. Look, you see this? This is adorable. And that's what I get to experience every day. Imagine how lucky I am, huh? Public defenders bargain charges all the time, John. And they're very effective at it. I will defend public defenders to the grave. They have a very difficult job. Jangle Jim asks, the law enforcement officers in Fort Knox provide more detailed reports, which is true. I did mention that in one case where I was just very frustrated with the two deputies that arrested my client. They had a 2-sentence report, like literally it was 2 lines, 2 sentences in the entire frickin' report. I mean, unprecedented for me. And the prosecutor took it to trial. The prosecutor took that case to trial. I was like, are you kidding me? And I was so frustrated. A lot of anger, a lot of my pent up anger came out against the prosecution in that trial. Usually I'm good at holding my own, kind of sticking to the facts, unless the officer really pisses me off. In that case that the cross examinations I posted yesterday, those 2 cops just pissed me off because they didn't bring anything to court. They're basically telling the jury, look, we did the horizontal gaze nystagmus test. He's drunk in our opinion, and so you should convict him. And, oh, by the way, the radar, no, we didn't bring it, but trust us, it's there, it's somewhere. We have that paperwork. Did you bring it? No, I didn't bring it. Did you bring it? No, I didn't bring it. I didn't bring it. Okay, well, but it's somewhere. We have it somewhere. I mean, give me a break. Okay, this is like your time to shine, Mr. Prosecutor. You should have your cops prepared, bring your stuff. It's the morning of trial. I don't know. That was something else. I can't wait to have another case like that. I don't know if it'll happen. What makes a prosecutor do that? I mean, they want a conviction. They wanted a conviction. That was a DUI second, mind you. They wanted that conviction. I think he only got charged because he had a prior. I mean, they had no evidence. They had no field sobriety test. Except the HGN, the horizontal gaze nystagmus, to follow my finger. They didn't have a breath test. They didn't have a blood test. They had nothing. They literally no admissions to drinking. He said, "I did not drink. I have not been drinking," because he haven't. The smell of alcohol came from his buddy. So I think the prosecutor was just forced to try the case. I mean, I get it. I get it. Look, I've been in the game long enough. I get it. But he had to try it. His big guns upstairs. He had to go to trial on that case. I completely understand his position. But thank you, Ferox. I really appreciate that. You posted some things, but they're being drowned. I'm sorry. I'm flooded with comments. You can probably tell I'm a little bit tired today. I've been working all day on that one case I've been working on. So I'm just a little exhausted. But other than that, I'm in good spirits. I got my birthday shirt on. My birthday is in like 72 hours. So I'm super stoked. Not 72, less than that now. Like 60 hours. Birthday in 60 hours. Woohoo! Party time. Excellent. I don't know what you were asking though, Fick Rocks. So if you want to ask it again, I'll try and capture it. Happy belated, Jamie. Happy belated. Thank you, John. Thank you, Harry. Don't drink and drive. I don't drink, Harry. I don't drink, so it's going to be hard to drink and drive. I don't drink. Was that Australian dollars? Yeah, it was Australian. I was like, wait, it's been converted into $3.20. YouTube is already stealing my money before I even get it. What? Cup of coffee, as I always say. I really appreciate it, guys. Donations are not needed, but they're always welcome, especially if you want me to notice your comment. Like I said, I make my money in law practice. This is just for fun, to build the subscriber base and give to the community, give you guys some free advice, tell you some stories, tell you some crazy shit, whatever it may be. Yeah. And I do admit, real Jingy, it is all a game. I like to refer. I know a lot of people don't like to hear when I say that, but I do feel that life is just a series. Well, life itself is a game, and the better of a player you are, the better a result you're gonna get, because you can grow up like I did. I grew up very poor. I came from a poor family. I didn't come from money. I had to build it all on my own, and it's life is a game, and if you play by the rules, you get rewarded. If you don't play by the rules, you either get penalized or you get locked up. So that's pretty much kind of like how life goes, and you get to choose your own path. You can try and be successful, you can try and be lazy. I think they both win, honestly. The kid who's living in his mother's basement, who is out of a job and just playing video games every day, I mean, he's temporarily happy. I can't discount that, you know. He's living in his own little world, so why let him? Why not? I mean, it's his prerogative. Eventually it's gonna eventually it's going to end him. But for the time being, I mean, as long as he's happy, why not? That's a win in my book. And hopefully, if he turns things around when he needs to get a job and all that, he will. And then, you know, I don't know. I try not to judge people. I know it's not easy in this day and age, but I am going to be 32. I'm going to be 32 on Tuesday. I'm going to be 32. She is going to be 3, right? 3? Yes. She was born in 2017. Same day, same month, different year. About 29 years difference between us. 29 years difference, right, Petekin? Huh? 29 years difference between us. 29 years difference between us. Fanfarox, thank you again for the $3.20 US. I can't seem to get it right now because YouTube is being an ass. Is it okay if I send? Yeah, absolutely. That's fine. That's fine, Fanfarox. Send it via Facebook. If I'm sleeping in the parking lot, waiting in a car, sleeping in the seat, waiting on a ride, can they charge you? Yes, they can. I would suggest turn the car off and go in the back seat. That's going to be a lot harder to prove and easier to win. But some states that might not even work. Kentucky, it should. But I'll always go in the back seat. I always recommend that. Do I have any trust in the government's COVID-19 statistics? No. No, I don't. I've gave up on keeping track of that, and I don't believe them anymore. When they have underlying conditions, and then they die, and then they find, oh, by the way, they also had COVID-19, but the cause of death was like heart attack. Hospitals are marking them as having perished due to COVID-19, just to get that $10,000 check that they get for every COVID-19 death. I mean, are you kidding me? That's just uncalled for. There you go, Beetlebug. That's nice. Good for you. Says he grew up broke and now he owns his own business. Is it profitable? I hope it is. I hope it is, Beetle. It does. You don't have to be a millionaire overnight. You know, everybody dreams of that. I think it would be very difficult if you became an overnight millionaire. It would be very difficult. I prefer to build my wealth gradually, because then you have time to kind of adjust to those layers or whatever. But I don't know, and nobody got time for that. And you're right, you do become more humble when you have to work for it, because I mean, think about it. Think about all these trust fund babies who wake up one day and they know that in 20 years they're gonna get a $6 million inheritance from mommy and daddy. I mean, think about it. Do you really have to try? It's like, I got the money. You know, it's subconscious. So not all of them, not all of them. But that's why Bill Gates. I think Bill Gates said he's leaving his kids like $1 million each. That's it, like inheritance wise, $1 million each per person. I respect that. I respect that tremendously. I think it's the right call. Otherwise, his kids are going to grow up lazy, and that nobody wants that. So How do defense attorneys work? Do they mainly focus on certain cases like I do? Mogs, Tsar? It depends. I mean, most defense attorneys are jacks of all trade. I decided to specialize because I thought there was more money in it. Um, and most do general work, but some specialize. Some specialize, like myself. She will be 21 in dog years. Yes, she will, Vicky Viking. She will be 21 in dog years. 3 years times 7. Lockdowns are constitutional. Yes, there is a prong in the statute of every state for emergency situations, Jamal. I made a talk about it maybe 4 weeks ago. It's on my channel. Feel free to browse and find it. Thank you, Ms. Mecca. Have I ever thought about immigration law? Yes, I don't want to do it. It's just not my calling. Maybe one day. Who knows? I don't know what the future holds. But right now, I've opened up to do a lot more civil cases and car accident cases, specifically medical malpractice, police shooting, sexual violation cases, both on the defense and on the offense. So I'm getting a lot of those cases now. So, if an officer violates your privacy, your sexual privacy, like gropes you or something like that, it happens more often than you might think. There was a lawsuit in Louisville Metro that was filed. An officer groped an African American female trainee, young guy, claims it was an accident. He shouldn't have done it, stuff like that. It's gross stuff. And I want to be on the defense side. Well, on the attacking side of that, defending the people who are being violated, primarily. So, what's my secret to youthful looking skin? Black him. Don't stress and eat healthy foods. Try not to stress as much. And eat healthy foods and get a lot of sleep. Avoid alcohol. I would say avoid caffeine, but I drink it by the gallon, so I can't really say shit. Another man, Fan Ficrox. I'm gonna be able to pronounce that eventually. Fan Ficrox. Thank you for the other $3.20 US, 5 Canadian. What are some of the most unusual or odd laws in your home state, and particularly with DUI law? Well, you can get a DUI on a horse in Kentucky, but I was gonna say the most unusual one in Kentucky, the most famous law that we have, is you are not permitted to walk down the street with an ice cream cone in your back pocket. That is against the law in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. It's still in the books. I have never had the opportunity, the pleasure, I should say, of representing someone who would be charged with that. Well, the lawnmower still, it's got an engine and all that. You could still kind of drive it, but horse is weird. It's 1 horsepower. Like, come on. How much damage can you really do on 1 horsepower? But it's still operating a non-motor vehicle under the influence, which is good. You still lose your license, but it's not as bad as the conventional DUI. But the beauty is the reason for that law, by the way, the reason for that ice cream law is because that's how people used to steal horses. Fun fact. People would put an ice cream cone or something sweet. It doesn't have to be ice cream. I guess ice cream was the go-to because horses love sugar. They love sweet things. And what people would do is they would put an ice cream cone in their back pocket, and the horse would then follow that person into wherever they were going, and people would just steal horses that way. And it was pretty interesting. And I agree that it's not the horse that is drunk. It's not the horse that is drunk. It is you who is intoxicated. So The car is not intoxicated. The car. This is a particular car that can make its own decision. It's a freaking horse, right? It's an animal. So if the horse is not drunk and you are, is it really operating a non-motor vehicle under the influence? I don't know. I question that. I would love to put that case in front of a jury because when else are you going to have a chance to tell the story of how you tried and operating a horse under the influence case? I mean, please don't do this. Please don't do this just to come to me. But eventually it will happen. Eventually it will happen. There was a case in Kentucky 3 years ago. The guy didn't call me, unfortunately. But I'm really, really excited to see if eventually I'll get that case. I'm trying to catch up. You have a lot of comments. I'm so sorry. We have 104 people watching. Holy crap. 104 people. It's probably because of her. I brought her on for extra views. Oh yeah. Oh, I know the tricks. You guys see her? Look at her. She's in dreamland right now. She's in dreamland. Yeah. She's in dreamland. She knows. She knows. See, look at her. She's hiding. She's hiding. Oh, there we go. There we go. Self-driving cars. Yeah, eventually DUIs will go away. I'll just move on to the next thing. I'm not worried. Like I always said, I didn't go to DUI law school. If we can solve the DUI problem, we're all going to be a much happier society. We're going to have less deaths, fewer car accidents, fewer everything. It's all nothing but positive things will come from destroying DUIs off the planet. I mean, come on now. If you can put me out of a job, please do. I'll move on to the next thing. Like I said, I already am. I already am branching out to other fields of law. The coronavirus had a little bit to do with it, but primarily it's just because I think it's a lot more fun to be the plaintiff and be on the attack. That's what I do in the defense anyway. I attack. If you defend as a defense attorney, you're always going to lose. Almost always. If you're just trying to excuse your client's behavior or whatever, you're always going to lose. But if you attack, then you have a chance of winning. So attack, attack, attack. That's Sunsa. For those of you who aren't familiar, I'm a huge fan of his work. Huge fan. Sunsa wrote The Art of War. And it is just as applicable today as it was when it was written like 4,000 years ago. It's crazy. It's crazy how that book doesn't age. It can be applied to relationships. It can be applied to life. It can be applied to work. It can be applied to the courtroom. It can be applied everywhere. So what do I do to get psyched up for court? I don't know. It just happens naturally. I have this adrenaline. I'm an adrenaline. I can't talk today. I am an adrenaline junkie. For those of you who don't know, I mean, I've done extreme things like travel to another country by myself. Like I went to Bora Bora, the island. I rock climb. I skydove. I snowboard. I love extreme sports. I love things that laugh in the face of danger type sports, and I don't know. It's just my personality. So to me, it transfers well into the courtroom. I can become the drug guy. Yes, Jamie. Not specifically marijuana, because why limit myself? Let's be the drug guy or something, defend drug cases. Those are never going to go away unless we legalize all drugs. Fan Firox, thank you for another donation. You're on a roll, guy. I really appreciate it. What about other strange odd laws in your home state, the ones that are buried in the law books? I actually don't know. You got me off guard here. I do know that, like is it Virginia or West Virginia, well, our sister state, there's one law that's buried. It's actually been invoked, I believe, last month. Or maybe March. I forget. It is against the law to wave a black flag. And I think was it somebody from Louisville? I forget the facts. I'm sorry, guys. This is just like off the top of my head. I do remember that they had a black, or it was a flag that had black on it. and they were like arrested and charged with it, and that's how the law resurfaced. And the reason why it's illegal is because black flag is a signal that we will never surrender, as in, you know, if you wave a white flag, we surrender type thing. Waving a black flag means we will never surrender. So that's against the law, and it has been. It's probably been on the books for like 300 years. You know, like really old law. And some unknown bystander probably came with like I don't know, a Buccaneers or a pirate flag on his car or something, and got charged. I believe that's how it happened. You can look it up, I'm sure, and report back to me. I'm sure you could find it. It's like that one case where the guy couldn't get charged with a DUI. Again, I think it was also that one was Virginia. In Virginia, they said if you're a congressman or a woman who is currently when Congress is in session, you cannot be charged with a crime because what I guess what they did back in the day is all the Republicans or all the Democrats would all get together and whoever was the swing vote or whatever, however many swing votes they needed to get rid of to get a bill passed, they would just charge people with crimes. They'll get arrested and spend the night in jail during the voting session, and then they would all get out and then be like, well, they couldn't vote. They couldn't vote for the bill because they were incarcerated. So they put a bill like, okay, you cannot get arrested for this while we're in session. So that's been on the books, and it's finally been removed. Yeah, Virginia and West Virginia, they're all odd. I mean, who secedes from the Union? I don't get it. 1960. No, I mean 1862, 1861 is when they split. I guess West Virginia really wanted to stay in the North, like really badly. So they did. What do I think about marijuana legalization? I think it should be legal. And by the way, I'm not picking and choosing these comments. I'm just seeing, whatever I'm catching with my eyes. I got tunnel vision going on pretty bad, so you'll have to excuse me, guys. 1863, thank you, Whitney, or Whitey. See, I can't even read your screen names properly. I'm sorry. In Germany, it takes about 4 to 5 years to become an attorney. In the U.S., it's, well, 7. 4 in college, 3 in law. Some states now have like programs that allow you to do it in 6 years instead of 7, which is kind of nice. And marijuana, yeah, I think it should be legal. I honestly think all drugs should be legal at the end of the day. I mean, within limits. I mean, certain drugs are like really bad, like meth, cocaine. I mean, they're nasty drugs that they just don't they don't contribute to society. I'm sure they have some medical use somewhere, but again, it's very limited for the most part. As long as it's natural, like psilocybin, I think on a limited basis, you know, LSD and ecstasy, marijuana. A lot of these drugs have medicinal value. We just don't know what it is because there's been no research into it because they're banned. You can't create a company and start doing research on these drugs to see how they affect humans when drugs are illegal. You're going to get shut down, you know. But some of the synthetic drugs, like I said, methamphetamine, heroin, I mean, they're the worst. They're the absolute worst. So they may not have any value at all, but if a person wants to destroy their life, I mean, why stop them? Hey, B, there you go. It looks like you got it fixed. What happened? B's back. I remember you were commenting on the stream and you said it wasn't working. You got it fixed. You got it fixed. Yeah, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. If you guys like Beatty, hey, if you don't like this video, that means you don't like Beatty. How can you not like that face, right? She's looking at me like, you said my name. Thank you for the other $5 Australian. Fanficrox. Apparently in Australia, you can still run for public office if you have served jail time for less than 12 months. That sounds reasonable. That sounds reasonable. LSD was banned on October 6, 1966, but I think it was discovered in like the early 60s, so it didn't really exist beforehand. It was that guy discovered it on cornflakes. I don't know if vaccines are going to be mandatory or not. All right, she's been here very, very tolerating for almost an hour now. So I'm going to release her so that she can go about her business. I think she's just getting really tired. So I'm just going to let her go. Thank you, Roxanne. I love her too. She's amazing. She's an amazing doggy. I've had her for nearly 3 years now. In July, it's going to be 3 years. I got her right after she was born from a breeder. Pretty amazing. Hey, Magnus. Magnus online. You play chess? We should play chess sometime. Have I ever had any civil forfeiture cases? Please educate on this topic. I'm probably the worst person to educate you on that topic. Some states, they confiscate your vehicle, asset forfeiture. They'll take your vehicle if you get charged with a DUI. Like I think New Mexico is one of those states, but not in Kentucky. So we have asset forfeiture when it comes to drugs usually, or illegal substances, or the drugs are, I'm sorry, the cash is drug proceeds or considered to be drug proceeds, then they'll confiscate it. But short of that, they really won't. And my dog does not talk unless there's somebody right outside the window, and she'll bark at them, Rocky. So yeah, B, not sure how, other than questioning them and no response, but it works. I've missed being recognized. Well, at least we have a moderator in the house now. Hey, B. Hooray. Yeah, you guys are, I'm about to watch my viewership just go like, BD's gone. So viewership just gonna do this right now. Like, oh, BD's gone. Like, what's the point? Why am I looking at this guy? He's by himself now. Who cares, right? I was here for the dog. Get out of here. See, I'm looking at it. The numbers are dropping. Oh, it's okay. It's all for fun. Haven't played chess in years. Brother is a master at it. Oh, I'm nowhere near master. I'm like a 1300. I thought I was like 1700. Man, on Lichess and chess.com, you get a whole different type rating. On Lichess, I was like a 1700, 1600 to 1700. On chess.com, I'm like 1300 to 1400. Barely, just barely. It's quite incredible. How can we donate like others are doing? I think there's a button on the bottom for a super chat. It's got the $ next to custom emojis. It says show your support for the DUI guy. If you want to contribute, by all means, buy me a cup of coffee. I'll enjoy it. Bring back Beatty. Everybody wants Beatty back. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Seth Froman, thank you. Yeah, I got this in Bora Bora. I got this in Bora Bora. So next week, by the way, before I forget, I want to do a stream, obviously, like I do every Saturday, and we need a topic. So I'm giving you guys a heads up. I'm gonna create a poll probably. I'm gonna create a poll. I haven't done one of those in a very long time, since we haven't had a topic pretty much since about 3 weeks ago, maybe about 3 weeks ago. I haven't had a poll since then, and we will create a poll of what topic you guys are interested in the most, and probably talk about that. Fan Ficrox. What about on a county level Any of the odd or unusual laws on the county level? See, there aren't really many laws down to the county level that, especially at least that I'm going to be familiar with, because I don't do. I'm trying to think if there are any that I can think of off the top of my head. Any odd. Hmm. Nothing is coming to mind. I mean, I'm sure there's like local ordinances. I come across those every once in a while. There's one I recently read because a buddy of mine was having some trouble. A neighbor's dog was barking really loud, and a neighbor's dog was barking really loud, and he was wondering if there's any legal recourse. And there's a statute on there, but I don't think that's really unreasonable or strange or weird. Um, the In a small county in Virginia, a man can beat his wife with a switch no bigger than his thumb on Thursdays. Wow. And is it still on the books, Jennifer? That law is still on the books? Hey there, officer safety. Issues, I guess. I should probably finish that. Officer safety versus officer safety issues. There's a huge difference between those two. Thank you, Bob Bob. Hey, Bob Bob's here. Say hi to Bob Bob, everybody. Bob Bob has been commenting, I think, on every single meme I have posted in like the last 3 weeks, which is a lot of memes. I've posted maybe, I don't know, close to 60 memes maybe over the last 3 weeks. Yeah, about 3 a day. Bob Bob has been commenting on like every single one religiously, and he loves coffee. I wish I could like donate back to you, Bob Bob. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. I don't think I have an option to donate to user. Let me see. Click on report, remove, put user in timeout. I definitely don't want to do that. Hide user on channel. I don't want to do that. Add moderator. No, I can't donate back to you. That's unfortunate. I would seriously give you a cup of coffee, Bob Bob. Super cool dude. Super cool. Very chill. Always with his coffee. It's quite incredible. You get to learn people's patterns, especially the ones who are frequent flyers. So shout out to you, Bob Bob. Thank you for the dedicated viewership. I really appreciate it, man. Have I ever defended a police officer charged with a DUI? Not yet. Not yet. Are there any prosecutors that I absolutely cannot stand? No, not really. I like them all. They've grown on me. The one I couldn't stand, I got rid of. The one I couldn't stand, I got her fired a couple years ago. I should probably tell that story one time. That's a fascinating story. It's a great story. It's a long story too. I don't want to do it now. I'm a little exhausted, but remind me. I'll tell you guys that story one day. I'm private attorney. I'm not a public defender, Joe. Topic idea. Dealing. Oh, thank you, Fanfic Rocks. I'm sorry. You've been donating so much. I keep. I haven't been paying attention to the fact that this is money. Fanfic Rocks, thank you for the $5 Australian, brother. Really appreciate it. You're just coming out of nowhere with these clutch donations. You paid for my lunch tomorrow and a cup of coffee. Topic idea. Dealing with those who are disabled or vulnerable in the world of DUI law. That's actually a really good topic. I think I'm going to do a talk on that sooner or later because if you have some type of injury that's going to prevent you from performing DUI field sobriety test. And by the way, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We got 84 people watching. And we got like 81 likes. Look at that. 83. That is crazy. That's nuts. 1 dislike. I'm hurt. Who disliked this video? It's probably my face. They were like, they don't care about what I have to say, but they're like, this guy's face is ugly. So they just like thumbs down, like, ugly face. Ugly face deserves thumbs down. I get it. That's totally reasonable. It's totally reasonable. I never claimed I was good looking. I'm simply here with with the law bits. That's what I'm here for. That's what people come for, is to learn, not to stare at this ugly mug. You can just put on your headphones. Just put on your headphones, like lie down, leave your computer somewhere else, or if it's on your phone, just put it away so you don't have to look at this ugly face, and you can just listen, because I think it's way more interesting, way more fun, right? Dislike because of the face. I love you guys. That is awesome. Oh shoot. Chest hair makes you guys are nuts. You guys are crazy. Oh shit. The prosecutor in the previous case, maybe. Hey, Michael Jones. Would love to hear about the prosecutors who are involved with detectives or judges. Well, I'm limited into what I can discuss. If it's already out in the open, then sure. Like that judge in Northern Kentucky who was investigated, and they found that she was offering or requesting sex in exchange for like rulings and stuff. I mean, it was dirty, dirty Northern Kentucky shit. That was public. I don't remember her name. You can Google it. I'm sure you'll find it. I just said Google and she woke up. um, let's see. Larry Bones. Oh yeah, God, I had to ban that guy. There's a couple of people. There's a couple of people who I had to ban. One of them, I think I know who it is. They were commenting everywhere, but I banned them. And then Larry Bones was just annoying as hell. I had to. I pay attention to the comments. I eventually, if I don't catch them right away, there a couple of people complained. A couple of people complained about Larry Bones, and I had to take care of that. I wasn't really, I didn't notice that one. I didn't catch it until somebody pointed it out to me. Thank you, Fan Ficrox. Holy crap, you're gonna pay for my retirement today, man. I'm gonna be able to retire because of this guy. I was referring to those with an invisible disability, in particular with those with an autism. I think, if you guys seen, have you seen the Joker, Fan Ficrox? The new Joker movie that came out a couple months ago? That he was carrying a card. He was carrying a card that said, like, when he would start going into the bursts of laughter, he had a card that he would carry around with him. He would carry around a card that said, I have a disability. Go into bursts of laughter for no reason. Just please ignore, or something like that. I think every single person in this country, and it is your responsibility, not the government's, okay? People keep relying and asking, the government should do this and the government should do that. It's an excellent movie. I agree, Florida. People should, the government should do this and they should pass this law and they should protect. How about whatever happened to protecting yourself? Okay? If you think something is a good idea and it's going to protect you, then do it. If you have a disorder that makes you go into fits of laughter for no reason, and suddenly, without provocation, maybe it is a good idea to carry a card around. It is a good idea to carry a card around, the card that is going to say, look, please ignore, I do this sometimes. So otherwise, don't be reliant on the government. And I'm telling you, like, especially when I didn't like the government before. But especially when I had to come to rely on it, and my parents had to come to rely on it for unemployment purposes. I mean, I had to help them with that. That was a disaster in and of itself. It took them like a month and a half to process the unemployment stuff. I mean, I think you need to stop. We need, not as a society, forget about that. Individuals, just as an individual person, you need to do as much as you can to take care of yourself. Because if you rely on the government to take care of you, like you're on, God bless you. I know some people have no choice. If you're on disability, if you are obviously retired, you get that check is kind of different a little bit, but you're still relying on the government to cut it, If you have any choice at all to avoid having to rely on the government, or if you need a law passed somewhere, it is just so difficult to get that machine. Yes, Take responsibility where you can. I know it's not going to be possible everywhere. I know it's not going to be possible everywhere, but I think relying on the government, especially the bigger the country, the more difficult it is to rely on the government. I mean, we've seen it with a stimulus check, right? The president wanted his personal signature on every single one. Whatever, he's the president; he can order that. He's being investigated by whatever. I don't really care. I don't follow that. The point is, it took an extra month and a half for all the paper checks to arrive, for all the paper checks to arrive for all the people who have been waiting on them forever and they need that money desperately. Now they're only going to get it when? Like at the end of May, because the checks are being mailed out and I mean it's relying on the government. If you can do anything in your power to avoid having to rely on the government, I think you should absolutely do it. Um, so yes, if you have an invisible disability, thank you for the $5 Canadian. We're getting Australian dollars, Canadian dollars. Can we get a New Zealand dollar in here? I want to cover all non-US currency. They have the dollar, right? I think New Zealand, I believe so. Zach Miller, Korean. How often do police officers get reprimanded or prosecuted for lying under oath? Never, almost never. Have you ever personally dealt with it? Never. I hope to one day. I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool. And sorry, I had to take care of something. Doggo is gone. Doggo is not here. Doggo, go bye-bye. I released Doggo. Doggo is my doggy. That's Beatty. Thank you, Kismet. Oh, by the way, Kismet, your shirt is going to be shipped, I believe, tomorrow. I did a giveaway last week. And Kismet was one of the winners. Congratulations again, Kismet, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Kismet, your shirt I think is gonna ship tomorrow, and then the other winner got not shirt. Yours was the mug. I'm sorry, yours was the mug, and then the shirt has already shipped. It is on the way to the other winner from last week. I've been debating. I don't know if I'm going to stream on my birthday. I kind of decided to kind of lump it together and do them both today, even though my birthday is in 3 days. But I think that I'm going to maybe do like a giveaway birthday stream just because I love giving gifts. Like I hate receiving them because I can never appreciate them because I'm like, if there's anything I want, I can go and get it. But I love giving gifts. Giving gifts is way more fun than receiving gifts, especially when you know you're making the person very happy. So I'm like the worst. I'm learning how to be better at it. To like receive gifts. But I suck at it. I really suck at it. When somebody asks me what I want, I'm just like, I don't know what to say. It's not really fair to say that fanfic rocks because it's not that simple. The government does have a duty of care for those who are disabled or vulnerable in the eyes of the law. I never said they don't. I never said that, okay? I agree with you completely. They do have a responsibility, and they should take care of people who are disabled and who need it. But the problem is, again, what I'm getting at is self-reliance. Self-reliance sometimes seems like an ancient, extinct art. Not having to rely on the government for sustenance. It seems very like I said, a lot of people can't avoid it. I understand that completely, and the government does have a duty. But I'm saying in the situation where you have the option, okay, should I rely on the government or should I rely on myself and kind of try and do the best that I can in order to make my life a bit more pleasurable and a bit easier than having to rely on the government. If you have the option, is what I'm getting at, grab the option that says self-sustenance and like relying on yourself and as much as you can. I know not everybody has that. Like I said, sometimes this is the only option. That's all you have, then you have to grab it. There's nothing else to grab. But if you have the option You should try and self-rely. Sure, you can try and use the government as a crutch, but it's just so difficult sometimes. It is so difficult because the government is slow to respond, especially we've seen it with the coronavirus. I mean, dear Lord, the amount of unemployment applications that they have received, I'm not even jealous of them. I mean, the ones in Kentucky, God bless them, they've been pretty good at processing them. And I said, some states like Florida, one out of, no, um, what were the numbers? 15. Okay, let 15 out of 100. 15 out of 100. What is that? Divide by 5. 3 out of 20, okay? 3 out of 20 applications in Florida have been processed for unemployment. 17 people who have filed for unemployment, who need it, who are eligible for it, who can receive the money, should receive the money, do need to receive the money, have not received the money. How crazy is that? You need people who need rent, who need food on the table. They have not received it from the government because I mean, they had no choice. The coronavirus has screwed everybody. So I don't know. It's very unfortunate when you have to rely on the government, but I understand sometimes. But yeah, it's a difference in viewpoint. I understand. So maybe Australia is different. I think I always thought of Australia. By the way, don't forget to like this video. We got 101 likes. Holy crap! Don't forget to like this video. Hello, Madam Jules. Thank you. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Bark, yes, Henzi. I'm very aggravated today. Woo. If you have a chance, don't rely on yourself. Australia, I used to think of Australia as 1970s America 15 years ago. Like in 2006, I think I called Australia 1970s America. I don't know if that changed or not. But yeah, that's the way I looked at it. I look like I just got back from Hawaii, Blackham. I wish. I'm just wearing my birthday shirt. This is my birthday shirt today. It's my birthday shirt. It's my birthday in 3 days. It's May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Drinko, Taco Tuesday. Today's Derby, by the way. It doesn't feel like Derby at all in Kentucky. Today we're supposed to have a big horse race. There's nobody at the track. There are no horses. There's no race. It's all been moved to September. September is Oaks Derby. Even I think Thunder has also been moved. Thunder moved to October, September, October. I don't remember. August maybe. Wild. This is going to be the weirdest year of probably of our entire lives for everybody. I am going to be 32, Kismet. I am going to be 32. All right, Real Ricky, we get it. We get it. If you're going to spam, I will ban you. I know. I love the races too. I used to go, not every year. I would go every once in a while. But unfortunately, no races this year. Thank you, Madam Jules. That's very kind of you. I don't think that, but thank you. You are a year younger. I'm a year younger than the devil, everybody. Oh, how fascinating. All right, so I think we should probably start wrapping this puppy up. We're approaching an hour and 20 minutes of live stream. I ran out of things to talk about, to be completely honest. DUI is a misdemeanor just because it's not that severe of a crime in the eyes of the law. Unless it's like a third, fourth offense in some states, then it becomes a felony. From Calgary, man, Canada. Nobody from New Zealand. Nobody from New Zealand. That's unfortunate. First Amendment auditors, yeah. Canada, it is considered, I mean, they don't call it a felony, but it is considered kind of a felony. Again, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. We will be doing more questions, but we'll be doing more of a Q&A session after a stream with legal stuff. And I'm still debating, I might do a giveaway live stream on my birthday. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Depends on what mood I'm going to be. I'm probably going to be too busy just doing fun stuff, um, celebrating my birthday. So we'll see. We will see. Rochester, New York. See you later, Magnus. Thanks for stopping by. I resemble Alan Cummings. I've been told that before. Yeah. So yeah, unless you guys have any, yeah, B, send me a story, whatever story you got. I will gladly take it. I don't know. Fan Ficrox has been peppering me with donations. I really appreciate it, brother. Like that means a lot. That means a lot. I know you're trying to get your questions to the forefront, and I'm sorry I haven't been more attentive, but yeah, I had the interview with Eric Brandt. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. I don't know. I know he's in trouble for doing what he does best, which is social justice and stuff like that. But fighting for First Amendment rights. But I don't know how to get him out. I'm not in Colorado, so I haven't been following that. I've been more focused on my practice here in Kentucky. Kind of have to focus on that. Thank you, Just a Girl. Appreciate it. All right, it looks like you all are getting a little crazy, chat. So chat's getting a little crazy, and you all know what that means. It's time for chat to go to sleep. So I thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for coming. I will be premiering a new video on Thursday for sure, and then I might stream on Tuesday, my birthday, May 5th. So May 5th, May 7th, and then definitely next Saturday we're going to have a topic. Fanfic Rocks, an example of Australia. The government covers the cost of a list of meds and it's extended to those with disability pension. I agree. I agree. Fanfic Rocks. In a lot of places, like non-US countries, you're gonna have a whole different, more socialistic view. Like France, Germany, Canada, you're gonna have socialized healthcare, and you're taxed. They tax the crap out of you. I mean, your taxes are upwards of 34, 44, 54% in some of these countries, but you get a lot of free stuff. So, but anyway, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna be able to end this. This guy just keeps giving me money. It's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard to end the stream when the money just keeps coming in. In lay terms and from a lawyer's standpoint, what is a First Amendment auditor? It's someone who decides to go to a location and test the limits of their First Amendment right, in a nutshell. And I'm a criminal defense attorney, Tammy. So if you're a citizen and you would take a camera and go outside of a post office or a police station and just walk around with a video camera, completely unarmed. You'd walk around and record videos, and then as soon as the police start coming at you and start harassing you, you start asking them questions. What am I being detained for? Why am I being questioned? I'm just here with a camera. I'm not doing anything. What do you want from me? That type of thing. So that's called a First Amendment audit in layman terms. I did a video on it. I did a video on it. It's I did a video on it. It's pretty nice. What kind of legit attorney panders on YouTube for money? Attack him, chat. Attack him. Who says I'm pandering? Jesus Christ. Is it ethical? I mean, it's a loaded question. I don't think that ethics even come into that. I don't even think that the ethics come into that. I think that what they're doing, I mean, I wouldn't do it personally, and I don't recommend doing it, but what it does is it tests the limit of the authoritarian police. So they have a chance to see where is the line drawn of a First Amendment. And it does kind of put the police in check, but it only puts that one particular department. Publishing it and getting like 1 million views on it on YouTube, it spreads the message, but not really to police departments. They don't really care. It's only going to send a message to that one particular police department, or especially vice versa. If they, attack you, tase you, put you down to the ground for you doing absolutely nothing wrong, well, you voluntarily created a lawsuit. And again, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think you should be doing that, especially to try and get it. But all right, this guy is really bothering me. I'm gonna block him. Goodbye, Earth Surfer. It was nice not knowing you. So yeah, it's I don't think ethics even come into this place, come into the equation. It's simply a a choice that people make. So anyway, I am going to cut here. We're almost at an hour and a half here. Thank you all once again for joining me. Thank you for coming to my stream. I always enjoy having everybody. Thank you for your questions. Next Saturday, we are going to have a whole lot more fun. We're going to talk about legal stuff, more legal stuff. We're going to have a topic, unlike the last about 3 weeks or something. We have not had a topic really. We've just been ranting and raving. So now we're going to have a topic that we're going to be talking about. I'll probably create like I said, I'll create a poll where you guys will vote on what topic you want me to talk about, so that I pander to the right audience. Why not have? I've talked about First Amendment auditors. It's on my channel, Fanfic Rocks. Check it out. It's under live streams in that playlist. So drug recognition experts, I could do that. We'll think of something. I mean, there's so many topics. I say we're gonna run out. I'm just running out of the ideas that I currently have. Eventually we'll come out with brand new ideas. We'll have plenty more. Thank you, Dog Mom. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Once again, have a safe and safe. That's safe and what was the other word I was looking at? Safe and happy? I don't know. Safe and sound. My brain is literally shutting down. I'm gonna need to go to sleep soon. Have a safe Saturday. It sound like the government now. Have a very safe weekend and a very safe weekend, right? Anywho, I'm hoping to be back in the office streaming soon, so I'll have my Yeti mic. This microphone has been pretty decent, but I wanna get my microphone. So anyway, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for the donations. Thank you all for the questions, and I will see you next Saturday. And then I will. That's no problem, Fanfic Rocks. I will send me the stuff, and I'll see you all next week. Bye now.